All right, I think you guys can hear me. Hey, Philip, you're first, right on. Ben, how are you? Drew, Joey, Adam, Scott, good to see you. Jasmine, good to see you all. Hi, Omar. I apologize for the low quality audio at the moment. I have a headset on. I'm with family right now and friends, and so it's a little too loud here. So I apologize right off the bat for the sound quality. I don't have my normal condenser mic. Frankenstein, Bo, Brad, Matt, Bo, Josh, Benjamin, Patrick, Omar, Danny, David, West. Good to see all you guys. Can you guys hear me now? Gerald, good afternoon. Everybody doing well today? Hey, King. Zio, how are you? Good to see you, Zio. Joe, Mr. Brown, AC. Right on. It might sound a little weird because it's the kind of headset that like a I don't know, like a someone you'd speak to at Amazon or something, it's an old headset for my wife. Mellow Yellow, how are you? Matthias, Sue, how are you? Carrie, good to see you. Hope everybody's well this morning or this afternoon. We had afternoon now. It's 12 o'clock. Hey X, how are you? Paul, Jarken, Nate, Danny, Patrick, right on. Why are there so many red bubbles but no green? Okay, that's a good question. Great question. So, just right now, let's take a look at what's happening. Okay, so we are at a resistance point as we move up into the market, and so what you're seeing right now is resistance. You're seeing sellers coming in and triggering their sell orders, right? They may have been in at 450 and they want out at 460. And you're looking for the buyers to step in that want to or believe that we're going to 470. Now, excuse me for a moment. So down here at 455, you see this is becoming new support. These are where the new buyers are waiting to buy again. So let's say you had bought at 450, you sell at 460, and then you lie in wait down here at 455, hoping you can take the next run up to 470. Now, 460 was hard resistance. Now it is not hard resistance. We are forming a higher resistance at 462. So the chances of us breaking through 460 and hitting a pretty decent wall at 462 are pretty good. Some expectation would be we top out at 462, we bounce back and find support either on 460 or 455 for a move up to 468, 469, 470 up in here. Now this wall is low, but if we break above to this 462, it'll push this wall higher to 470. You guys all get that? Right on. Adam, Gerald, Patrick, Miss Brown, Matthew. Morning, everybody. Morning, Matthew. So what you're looking for this here. This is showing you that there's resistance at 460. And you're seeing some harder resistance, though, higher at 462. This resistance above was not here at the start of today. This began to form as the morning grew. And this is actually a good thing because the first resistance this morning was 460. So seeing it go higher to 462 shows that a bid is coming into the market today. Another thing is there were no sellers above at 470. And the fact that we now have sellers above at 470 shows that market participants are having some faith that we can get to 470. So you're seeing calls being put out there for what is going on outside? 470 and higher. If you also watch the flow this morning, the options flow there today had more long dated options flow than we've seen in weeks, which is a positive for the market. So keep that in mind as well when I'm showing you the flow that what is going on? There's some weird stuff going on outside. I think there's like a tractor trailer truck or something. So 460, you can see that we're still moving up right here. Let me show you something else, just so you can see. So right now you can see that we are short buyers and long sellers, right? So we have more sellers than we have buyers. And that should be expected where we are at 460. You want to see, or you're expecting to see more sellers at this point. But you can also see down here that supply is not running out. When you look at these peaks here, this is showing you where people want to buy. And there's a big fight going on right now at 460. Now, if we break through this 460 level, we're at 460.9, 460.72. If we break up to this 462 and we eat through these sellers at 462, it will squeeze, or I mean, it's really not a squeeze. It's, you know, it's SPY and IWM trying to squeeze these large liquid products. They're tough, but when these things happen, right? At 462, it will or not technically, but kind of squeeze up to this 470 if we break through 462. And we're at an important moment or juncture in the market right now. I think somebody's doing some construction next door. Can you guys hear that? It's battlefield like the various regiments stage front to back. Yeah, it is, definitely. Hit the thumbs up, folks. Thanks, Philip, for saying that. Erbiger. Hey, Joey. Good to see you. Yeah, exactly. Joe knows. If we hit 462 and burn through these sellers, and the other thing too here is we've been burning through sellers for the past 3 trading sessions. This began back on Thursday, Friday, end of day. I think it began around 2 in the afternoon, led into close, and of course you saw what took place Sunday into Monday in an illiquid market in the overnight. But now that we're in the cash market, we're really starting to see the destruction of sellers, right? You're starting to see them becoming weaker and weaker as the days move forward. So we're at 46. Yeah, we're at 460.80 at this point. If we hit this 4620, we could rest above here at this point too. Let's say we break through 46200. When you do a lot of this work to get to this point, it can result in a consolidation moment for the market. So be conscious of that. If I were you, if I were long, I would take this long. I'm long right now. So if I take this long to 462, I would hope for a tag or a breakthrough and then a consolidation period. So you could probably close your calls after 462, let it consolidate back down to 460 or 455, and then you take another long to 470 unless we have some, I mean, the news right now, I don't know what to tell you guys about the news out there right now. It has become ridiculous and thin at best. I think the best way for me to describe it is thin. I'm beside myself because there's no news out there right now. They're just making it up as they go along. It's bizarre. Yeah, no, I've got a guy next door that was doing some construction on his yard, and I think he's out there with a bulldozer or something. I have to go check. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, so if you want to enter long-dated calls, should we do it on the 31st? Thanks, Cap. Yeah, that's a great question. So the best time to be entering calls, of course, is when there's no interest. So on the lows, so right now we're battling at a high right now. If you want to buy a long-dated call, you want to wait for a moment in the market where there is not a lot of interest. So if we bounce off 460 here or 462, and at any point, if we bounce down today and start to base somewhere inside of that consolidation, start watching the option that you're looking for and start thinking to yourself, is that expensive right now? Is there interest in this right now? And so let's say I'm like, I think we're going to 470. So first I talk about price to myself. I say, okay, we're going to 470. Then I think to myself, well, when are we going to 470? Now, if you're like, okay, we're going to 470, but I think it's going to hit 470 by January 31st, you want to consider a couple things. You want to consider putting some extra time on that 470 so that someone else wants to buy it. So if you think from that, let's say your date is December 31st. The safe thing to do is to put the call out for January 14th in and around there, a couple extra weeks on it at a minimum. And that gives you the time for us to go to 470. It also gives you the time for you to sell that call to someone else on the 31st at 470. And it gives you a little bit of leeway for pullbacks. Now, on top of that extra 2 weeks, let's say we're targeting 31st. A lot of other people will say, well, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another 2 weeks because I can't time shit. So then you're adding it to January 31st. And then if you add another 2 weeks to that for a severe down day, you add another 2 weeks. Let's call it February 14th for a price target of 470 on the 31st of December, right? And you would wait to buy that 470 call until we dip. So right now we're at a resistance. I would be looking, you can miss this, of course. We could blaze up to 470 today or Friday, but I'm saying to you that if your target is a certain date, add a week or two onto it, then add another week or two onto it to account for dips in the market. And then you want to wait, and hopefully you get a chance to buy at a lower number. This comes into when things are burning. When the market's burning, you want to put your blinders on, or even if we were at 470 today, I would be telling you to take a bearish position, right? Or at least hedge at 470. And when we were down at 450, this morning, I don't know, we opened at 450, I think we opened close to this number, and then we dropped to 456 or 457. I can't even recall at the moment, but when we're on the lows, you want to be thinking about hedging the other way with calls, right? I posted this morning about buying 470s for Friday for 8 cents. I think they went down to 6 or 7 cents at one point this morning, maybe even cheaper. But start thinking about hedging longs when you're in bottoms, hedging short when we're on tops. At a minimum, you should be doing that. If not, taking those positions. And this is a moment right here where if you were a bear, you could take probably a 455 put that's dated for a day from now, from here to 462. And it'll probably print for a little bit today, at minimum. I mean, at some point today or tomorrow, there's a high probability it'll print. So if you're a bear at this moment, that's what you should be looking for. Hey, hopefully we get to 462 so I can grab a put. That's dated for a day, and hopefully pull back or settle here or consolidate here. If you're a bet bull, you should be considering cutting your longs here to 462 and then retaking a new long position once a bank gets you over this hump. Because you can see right now, these are all banks working towards selling the market and buying the market. This isn't retail doing this stuff right now. And this stuff grinds options. So, you made your move this morning. You get up here, you take your profits, and you start to think about where you are and what's the best positioning. Best positioning for a new trade at this moment is probably looking for a put down from 462 and then cut it loose at 456, maybe at 456. So I would be looking for 462, buy one. I think right now it's a single day. It's not a 0 day, but it's a 1 day put to 456, and you're looking for some form of either a pullback or a consolidation, and that put has a high chance of printing. Now, if you were going to buy a 470 call right now at this moment at between 460 and 462, there's high interest now in that call, right? We saw those 470s earlier. They were worth 6, 7, 8 cents. And they're going to grow if we break through 462. And they're probably more valuable right now. They're probably, I'm not looking at them right now, but I bet they're up at 12 to 14 cents, somewhere in there, or were when we were swinging up here. So if you don't want to be buying those calls at 10 cents or 12 cents, you want to be watching that option chain and thinking to yourself, hey, when can I get that cheap? If you're looking for that December 31st 470 call, you should be watching that call for a day or two. Like just pop in on it, see where it's at. Hey, it's at $1 or $2. I'm just using an arbitrary number. Let's say it was $1, and we're up in the market right now. You have to think to yourself: is there going to be a down moment between now and 31st where I can catch that call for 50 cents instead of the $1? Think cheaply when you're buying this stuff. No, I don't pay. I don't. I think I gave up using the RSI indicator my first year of trading. Never ever again will I use an RSI. I've seen RSIs get beaten down, held up for days, weeks. Whenever you're in a market where you do melt ups, how does an RSI indicator work on a melt up? Never. Never does. Never holds up. You can use, sometimes I'll use let me show you up here. Sometimes I'll use a VWAP. VWAP does a fairly, is that clicking on there now? Let's see if I can get the VWAP on here. It's not really showing at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if I can get VWAP on this heat map. But I have a VWAP indicator that I use on Bookmap for the futures contracts. I use VWAP sometimes as an indicator, but no, I honestly don't. Like, yeah, Paul, the RSA, Paul, I'll be honest with you. I trade support and resistances. I'll look for very cheap calls or very cheap puts. There's two things that I trade. So I start with spreads. So I have some early videos where I talk about how I enter my trades. I start by taking on limited risk with spreads, dated 1 to 3 months out. Then I get more aggressive with monthly call or put contracts. They're just naked. And then as we get deeper and longer, right, down or further down in the market, and the more time we spend down there, I'll get more aggressive with my day trading and FD buying, 0 date, 1 date, 3 date calls, weekly calls, or puts. And I'm an awful trader at sometimes too. If we do melt ups, I'm not a good trader. I don't do well with melt ups in the market because I like to trade support and resistance. Once we break out of normal bounds, I don't feel safety in taking on that heavy risk with FDs and with 1 day, 3 day, 5 day calls and puts. But right now, like as an example, right now for today, we knew that 460 was the ceiling. We knew, I think I posted this morning that you might get down to the cash closed in the previous day. If you break through that, the previous day's cash gap, if you break through that, then you're looking for the swing low from the prior day or the prior 2 days before. Depending on how many days you are in the week, you go all the way back to the first day of the week to the previous swing low. So I look for support in those areas, and I'm also watching Bookmap for liquidity on the sell side and the buy side. You can see right here that we have buyers down below at 4550. You can see even below down here at this white line, this ice that's down here, these are some big buyers down here at 450. These are the people that are selling right now. And you had buyers that already bought in at 455. This was earlier this morning, right? They want to see it go to 462 minimum, if not 470, 469, 470 or so. And so we're looking now to see if we absorb and tire out these sellers and if new buyers step into the market. Now, we're probably pinned in the market right now, if I had to guess. What it looks like to me is that we're pinned at 460. And I'm going to ask you guys out there, because let's start to think in our minds, right? Why do you think we'd pin at 460 at this moment right now? Now we're at 461. Why do you think we're pinning here? I can give you a good answer for it. And you can see buyers stepping in too right now. See them? See that big green ball? Any of you guys out there know why we're pinned here? see if you guys will answer. Now there's 17 cents. No, we're pinned here because we're waiting. My assumption is that we're waiting on the Joe Biden speech at 2:30. There's a small call wall here, but the call wall was at 460, not at 462. We're probably pinned here mostly due to Biden, if I had to guess. Yeah, we're burning out some premiums. We're doing that too. Yep, we're at resistance. Yep, we need to break the pin. Absolutely. We are breaking the pin right now. It's happening. More than likely we'll bounce right off 462. Somewhere there. And then we'll pull back. And what happens then, right? So we've got everybody buying calls right now at this moment. We'll bounce off 462. The dealers, the market makers, they'll skim some of the profit off the new calls that are being bought. And then they'll force you to go back in and buy again. So you'll be in for 460 or 470 or 462 or something. Right? You're entering the market right now at a high price. It'll pull back and it'll force you to rebuy again. 18 cents now, that's hilarious. So yeah, I took profit from my calls, my FDs that I bought yesterday. I took profit of those round the bell. But I have bought back in. I own a bunch of crap right now. I got calls up the yin yang, like I've got racks of calls right now that I haven't sold. Can you guys hear me? Hey Miro, what up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, Matt, I would take profit. There's nothing wrong with profit taking. We're hitting resistance, Miro, right now at 462. The wall was at 460, and we're starting to build a higher wall at 462. I think I posted that earlier. Also, Miro, for you to see, if there is a pullback, it should be to 455. The deepest that should go is 4,500, but this would be the buy the dip level at 455. The buy the F and dip level is 450. Our first resistance is being torn through right now at 462. It went from 460 to 462. And my thought is that we're going to hit 462, bounce back, consolidate at either 460, which is becoming a new support, down to 455, and then we're going to make a run to 468, 469, 470, somewhere up in here. There's somewhat of a new wall, if you guys can see this, being built at 466 too. So this is all new right here. We could actually squeeze to 466. It's very possible at this moment. You can see sellers are backing off to a higher number. Sellers are getting scared. They're saying, "Oh, maybe I'll hold off to 466." So this is all new right here. This new group of sellers above at 466. So we're at an interesting moment right now. Yeah, it's getting there, Captain Ron. That wasn't there before. That's just starting to show itself. That could be showing some squeeze conditions. There's some panic with shorts as we get closer to 462 right here. You're going to see us hit this 462. This could trigger a short covering at 462, and that would push us to 466. If we break through if we get past 462, 100% we're gonna trigger some short covering, without a doubt. It's kind of wild watching this stuff live, right? It gives you a better feel for where we actually are in the market. Yeah, and we are at 461.25. I mean, this is dangerous to shorts. Shorts don't want to see this at 462. They don't want to see a break above 462. And we'll look and see if any buyers are stepping in. Yeah, so we're still heavy on sellers. This is good too. If you're a bull and you see this, you're seeing more of a grind here at this moment. You're exhausting sellers. If we had bounced off 460 hard, that's bearish all day long. If you're a bear and you saw a hard bounce off 460, that means we're checking down below. I made a video about that last night, right? You want to hold the calls to 460 and check to see what the reaction is. Let the banks do the work at 460. You know right now this is banks doing it. There are banks that are long right now, and there are other banks that are short, and they're getting caught right now in a long position. You can tell that the market's long right now. This is showing you that the market is long 100%. Otherwise, it would have ricocheted off 460. So you're going to see these sellers get absorbed, and you might see a pullback at 462 to consolidate, or we're going to rip right straight higher to 466. I would laugh, and I'm going to be honest with all of you out there. If we rip up to 466 or 470 by Friday, those calls from this morning, I'm telling you, they're going to print heavy. They're going to print thousands of percent, more than likely. 800%, 500%, 1,000%. You'll see it. You'll see You'll see a premium and interest wash. And that's another thing too. If you're buying calls that are way outside the money, and we're at a down point in the market. Let's say you're buying those 470s. Don't be buying like 469s or 467s. Think of a number that everyone's going to want to see, because it doesn't matter if it hits 470. It only matters if people think it's going to 470 and if they're going to buy those specific calls. Doesn't ever matter if you ever get there. It just matters that you buy them before everybody else and that they think it's going there. Yeah, B, come on, Santa. You guys all tracking all this right now? I bet there's some of you bears out there watching this that tell me you don't follow me. Did you mean to the bottom from 460? Sorry. Yeah, so when we were coming up this morning, here's some clues, okay? Here are some clues. So in the overnight, we got up to 460, 4,600, and we didn't ricochet off. Then we did it again this morning in pre-market. We didn't ricochet off. When you don't see those harsh reactions, and now we're in full-on cash markets, and we've come to 460, we can see that the wall was at 460 at the open. It's moved up to 462, and we've had now our third time of hitting 460. And when you've had your third opportunity to sell it down to ricochet, and it hasn't happened, you're now looking for us to burn right through it. The move is up at this point in the market. So my assumption is that we're gonna destroy these sellers right here at 462. Now, it takes a lot of work to get here too. You have to remember too the amount of effort it takes to break through these resistance levels. It's a lot of work. So I still assume, even if we kill these sellers at 462, that maybe we could squeeze to 466 today. My hope is, as a bull, that we break 462, then we pull back, build some more support at between 460 and 455, and make the next attempt to break through 466 and 470. But right now, it's not. I mean, for all intents and purposes, for what took place in the overnight, what took place in pre-market, and now what's taking place right now, you're starting to add up what's happening next. Let me check. Let me open it up. Let me open up my brokerage and just check and see what I got going on here. Okay. Let you guys know what I'm holding. Hang tight. What's going on? I need to see my tasty trade. Hang tight here. And I will bring out my portfolio. I'm always sketched out when I'm not trading while running this stuff on a different platform, because I'm always freaked out about what my portfolio is doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing well. So I've got, right now, what I'm currently holding, like actually holding, I'm holding IWM, what? do I have here? I've got IWM 1231 230Cs. I'm still holding. Haven't given those up. And I'm holding 1231 480Cs for the SPY. And then I'm holding on another brokerage. What else am I holding here? I'm opening a bunch of crap over here, I think, too. Oh yeah, baby. I've got 1229 478 477s. Those are going to print fat, I think. I'm not really holding these. That's the other thing. So I've got some 1229 477 478s. I don't think that they print, but I'm not expecting them to. I just want them to, if we get to 470, I'm trying to print like half of them to like 50%. I'm not trying to hold these to the end. And then I'm holding, sorry, I just burped. Just had lunch. Apologize, excuse me. And then I'm holding, I got some nice ones. Ready for these? I'm holding, these I'll probably hold right to the bitter end. I'm holding January 5th, 457, 458 debit call spreads. A bunch of those. I bought those yesterday at the rock bottom at 1043. Bought those right at the bounce. There was zero interest in them. That's probably my best play right now. That one's going to print me a fat check. And I sold my FDs. Yes, I use the VIX. Yep. So my trading plan is this. Okay. Let me explain my basic trading plan. I use volume and market profile on Thinkorswim. If you guys want a script for that, let me know. I can post the script that you can just, I think you can just upload it to Thinkorswim. Sign yourself up for a free Thinkorswim account. If you don't use that brokerage, you can still use it for really nice volume profile stuff. It's probably the best free way to get your volume profile, market profile information. So what am I doing? I'm looking at a candlestick chart, right? So I'm looking at a candlestick chart. I look at volume and market profile. And I'll do basic charting stuff, like wedges and support and resistance. I get my support and resistance from Bookmap. It's critical and key. I use Spot Gamma. I don't use them as much, but I used to watch a lot of Bob Kendall. And I would put those three together. I would put together what I see on Bookmap, what Spot Gamma is telling me, and then I go to Bob Kendall to verify whether I'm right or wrong. So I'm looking at 3 to 4 sources. So I'll put in my support and resistance lines, right? I'll put in wherever the volatility levels are, so I know where hard support is and where hard tops are. And then I'm looking at market sentiment. I'm looking at retail sentiment. I'm looking at swing highs, swing lows. So like if you see me put something out there, if you see me post, sometimes I used to post just like a chart with an expanding wedge on it. And I would say, buy this right here. And people would say, well, you can't just post that and not tell me what you're doing to post just 1 or 2 lines. But it takes so long for me to get that information out to people, to do all the research and then put all that stuff out there that I don't take the time to explain it all to people. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Yeah, I'll get you guys a volume profile script and market profile script. I'll get you both. I think it's Captain Jim James, my handle. If you go to my, if you just do an advanced Twitter search and look for Uber, you use the handle at Captain's Alpha, and then as the person you're searching, and then search up Uber, and it shows my trading view handle. You can click through to TradingView. I think you guys can copy my charts there, right? And I'll also, so I chart out all these levels on TradingView. I'll start publishing those too for ES, RTY, and NQ, so that you have them every day, where these levels are. And they change somewhat. You can see today that our resistance was at 460, and Bookmap is now telling us that resistance is at 462. That's pretty significant to know. You need to know how the market is changing in real time. It's important to know this stuff as you're trading. You can see the liquidity, the buyers swooping in from the bottom here. There's an ocean of buyers. Yeah, I'll get you the scripts, Adam. Yeah. Yeah, those December 23rds are fucking rip. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. Those December 23rds are ripping, aren't they? Okay, I'll have to go through. You know, I used to use TradingView. I used to share a lot of charts on TradingView. I forget how to then. I must be doing it wrong. I will go back in and figure out how to start sharing that stuff again with you guys. So you guys can actually just rip them. Keep them for yourself. I got it, chubby. So, yeah, so you guys can see we're at some resistance here. You guys can see where the buys up. You know, on your own charts, what I would just write is I would snap a line at 455, right? And hope and pray that you get an opportunity to buy. I would snap another line at 460 because that's going to firm up to a pretty decent support level. And then my price targets right now would be 466, 468, 469, or not even 469, it'd be 468 and 470. So, and I'd put, you know, like minor resistance at 466, minor resistance at 468, major resistance at 470, right? You know that your supports now are 460, 455, and 450. And this is live stuff. So if you meet people on Twitter or people on YouTube and they're just winging what the support is, Bookmap shows you what it actually is. It's 100%, at least for right now. These are the most current levels in the market right now. These are the levels that the hedge funds use. These are the levels that the banks use. Thanks, Joe, for the shout out on the donation stuff. Yeah, if any of this stuff is helping you guys, even if you're just learning or not losing all your money, you don't have to be making money. If any of this is helping you guys out there, I always appreciate a tip. I don't require them. I know some of you guys aren't making money. I get all that. So a thumbs up would be nice. You don't have to. I know people beg for thumbs ups and subscribes. There's no requirement to, but it does help. This stuff does cost a lot of money to put this stuff out here, and then I put a lot of time into it for you guys as well. What does blue line around 468? Is that another resistance? Yeah, so let's talk about that stuff, okay? Is this you? Have you seen any Bookmap alternatives? That's what I do. Typically mine are already within pennies. Yeah, so there are alternatives to Bookmap. They just don't show as clear of a picture. Bookmap's probably my favorite. And then I can overlay the hero indicator onto it. They've got but it's expensive. Like with futures and cash, it costs, and then spot gamma, I think it costs me, I want to say $500 a month, maybe more. It's more. I know that it costs professionals even more. It costs them like, I think $1,000 a month, maybe more. Do you kind plugging in BTC and Bookmap? Yeah, you guys want to see BTC real quick? I can show you BTC. Yeah, I got a BTC connection. Hold on. I think I do. Hold on here. You guys want to see the BTC feed? Hold on a second here. GDX, Bitcoin to US gold. I've got that one. Let's try that one. Hang tight here. I should be pumping this Bitcoin stuff on Twitter. I'll probably get an extra 100,000 followers, huh? If I went Bookmap live for Bitcoin for all you freaks out there. Yeah, flow algo is not cheap. I use TradyTicks too, but they're in for, dude, I've used every flow software out there. And I do post stuff in TradyTicks for you guys. That's a cheaper program, but they're so sloppy. They don't drill down into what is actually moving. Flow algo is probably the best software in terms of identifying consistently movers. They do sometimes miss things. Sometimes TradyTicks is like too wide of a net, whereas flow algo tends to be, they nail a lot of tickers. Not every day, but consistently knowing where to put your money. You guys ready for all this right here? I bet Quinn invests. Somebody should tag Quinn invests so he can see what's going on. So where do you guys see your levels right now? Blue skies above. Well, not blue skies. So you've got light sellers at 52,500. You've got your first support at 4,500. You've got a pretty decent support at 4,250. And you've got buyers all day long at 40,000. And above here, so right here, so this is minor support, 45,150. Pretty major support down here, 42.50. And this is the buy the F and dip down here, 40, 60, 25. So what do we see above here? This is called ICE too, right? So you've got hidden sellers above. They start at 51,740. They become exhausted at 53,675. And then you've got clear skies into 58,650. AMC 100K is the floor, no cap. All right, hold on. You guys want me to do, you guys can take a snapshot of the screen right now before I leave it. Open up your little snapshot on your computer. Snap a shot of where support is. You can see where the minor resistance levels are above. You can see that you've got heavy support right now. If you guys had this program on running 24 hours a day and the market started to crash for Bitcoin, you would be able to get out before other people, 100%. Let me show you guys AMC. You got call it some tickers, and I will call it some tickers, and I'll do some tickers for you. No cap. I love it. Hold on a second here, guys. Yeah, you can see sellers here are being absorbed. They're getting murdered. Straight up. Hold on, let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Hang tight here. Don't need that feed going. Hang tight. Oh, no. Don't exit. I'm looking for DX feed. Okay, so what tickers? I'll do AMC to begin. You guys can shout out some tickers. I'll go one by one. Didn't I already do Apple and Tesla? I'll do Bill next. Did you tell Quinn, Joe? Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can we'll get AMC up. I'll do Bill for you because we haven't done that one. I'll do PLTR. I haven't done that one in a while. And then I'll do Tesla and Apple if I can get to it. Let me remember this. Palantir. Oh, Quinn, Black Swan event. Quinn, you want to see did you see the levels yet, Quinn, for Bitcoin? When you get Bitcoin up and running for you, for Quinn? Quinn, you want to see the levels for Bitcoin, bro? Are you a Bitcoin? I know you're not a Bitcoin, bro. Me neither. So let's look at AMC. This is how wild AMC is, okay? Let's see some insano levels here. This is crazy. Okay, so Down here, you have, this is real liquidity down here, $23. If you see AMC being shorted, it can be shorted down to 23 bucks. We know you'll get a hard bounce down here, but as of right now, you've got a lot of support going on in AMC. This big fat red line above you, this is where the shorts are. This is where the sellers are, $32 to $33. They're just waiting for you just to move this stock down, okay? If you're able to grind through $32 and $33, minor resistance to 40, and then you've got sellers hiding above at $45. This is really what you need to know. So if you're a buyer of AMC, you're looking for some weakness at some point, a dip, let's say, down to, you probably have some support down to $28. Now, if you break through $28, you're going to free fall down to 23. Okay? And you see this up here? These are major sellers above. These are banks. Probably, you know what this probably is? It's probably the frickin' owner of AMC himself. That guy owns more AMC stock than anybody. He's such a scumbag. That guy shorts his own stock. He lends his stock out to hedge funds to short. He's a douche. Oh no, hold on, Quinn. I'll put you up there, brother. I got you covered. Hang tight, my man. I'm going to switch feeds. Okay. All right. Hold on one second here. I'm not doing this right. Unsubscribe. Hang tight there, Quinn. I got you covered. I know I owe you, brother. Quinn's going to be mad. No one be bullish on Bitcoin till I'm back. Hold on, Quinn. I got you covered, man. It's coming up right now. Hold on. No instrument selected. What are we doing here? GDX. You ready? You ready there, Quinn? I got you covered, my man. It's coming up right now. Hold on, Quinn. If you guys are day trading Bitcoin today, you can see your minor and you can see your minor support, right? Your buy zone for today would be 48,450 down to 48,375, and you've got sellers above at 48,855, 48,870, 48,885. Now, on a larger time frame, this is really what you want to be looking at. You could call this on your next time frame. You've got supports at 48,200, 48,400. You've got sellers at 48,900, 49,100. But if you guys are looking at a much larger time frame, if you guys want to see where the real levels are, you can see it right here. It's pretty easy to see. You can see down below, this is major support right now, 40,000. Medium support, we'd say like, or you like a you got, well, I guess you'd call this S1 is 4,500, support level 1. Support level 2 is 42,500, and S3, or that would be an RTX, right? A buy at 40,000. So if you want to be buying, if you want to go heavy on Bitcoin, it's 40,000 is your level. Okay, so if you see weakness in Bitcoin, that's your level to buy. You've got some resistance above at 52,500. So my assumption would be right now, if you see us tag 52,500, you're going to be a seller and wait for a bounce down below at 45. And 48,610 is becoming a level as well. I should note that Bitcoin is very stable at the moment at 48,600. But you want to be a buy the dipper on Bitcoin right now at 45, small position, larger position at 42.5, and then go heavy at 40,000. Below 30,000, yeah, absolutely, Quinn. I gotcha. Oh, wait a minute. Hang tight, man. It's trying to compress a lot of information right now. It's not having a fun time. So there we go. We've got not big support down there, Quinn. Like 30,000 is okay support. It'll probably firm up once we start diving down here at 30 and 25,000. See if we can go a little bit lower. I think that's the smallest scale I can get it to compute on, 25,000. So the one thing you got to know down here is that these will change if we start to come down. You'll see some of these buyers disappear. They're probably going to congregate at the 30,000 and 25,000 level. And you guys need to take note of this. This right here, right? This is real ice. So if you see a ripper to 70,000, there will be sellers at 70. That is called a hard wall above. That's 70,000. So be aware of that. You can still see your buy of the dippers are right here. They're even more concentrated. You want an exact number, it's 39,940, 42,245, 45,085. And you have sellers starting at 68,590. You know, I would set an alert. Like if you guys trade Bitcoin, you set alerts in your phone or in your favorite charting software. These are your these are your buy zones. This is your danger zone. And this is what Quinn wants to see down here, 30,000 and 25,000. Yeah, it should still be climbing. I'll do IWM for you guys. I'll do it right now. I'll do them all. Let me get out of this now. We made Quinn happy. We made his day. Connections. Get out of this one, and then DX feed. Yep, we're on DX feed, and then we'll start with IWM. So none of you guys are panicking. You know, in last night's video we talked about, you know, can we squeeze the market, and that's happening right now, right? We're seeing it happen all across the market. You're seeing it happen in airlines, travel stocks. We heard the bullshit that took place yesterday. You got these people saying Wall Street is reacting to COVID in the airline stocks and travel stocks. You know, that's all bullshit. It was just one more day for them to pound it down to a level that they wanted to buy it at. So when you're hearing the worst news, what should you be thinking? You should be thinking, why are they saying this news? It is so that they can buy. It is so that they can buy the bottom, right? That's why. Be conscious of that. Okay, we gotta go a little bit more, not as tight. Oh, wait a minute. And so yeah, it's just trading tight, a tight range. 216 or a little bit more. Hold on here. Yeah, so so this should help you. Give me just a second here. So we've got the same as yesterday. We've got more sellers than buyers. Hard support right now is looking like 206, but it doesn't look like it's coming down either, right? We know that sell the news on IWM is 230. These are where my calls are, by the way. I've got 230 calls, 230 Cs expiring. When are they expiring? They are expiring December 31st. So I am looking for this right here. That's what I'm looking for. On a smaller scale, you can see that we've got buyers here at 216.20, 216.70. You've got sellers above at 217.90 and 218.30. The key to understand about IWM right now is how compressed it is, right? How compressed its trading range is right now. There's this slow grind. You know, remember when we're taking hits on tech companies in tech? That's what they're doing in IWM right now. They're getting all these stocks down to a price that people want to pay. You're watching some stocks in IWM right now, like travel stocks, squeezing today because of this hedging that's going on. What do you guys think happens? Because I saw some IWM calls coming out today for 2022. Do you guys know what happens once these hedges burn off for the rest of the month? I'll tell you, it goes way higher. Way. Like when you get into January, mid-February, IWM has potential to go 230, 240 easy. Wouldn't even blink seeing that happen. The more bid we get into the market right now, the more chance that IWM squeezes higher. Biden about speak and spew. Yeah, I think he's at 230. Hey, Damien, good morning. Good to see you, brother. Haven't seen you in a bit. Yeah, and you can see VIX move and the market not move with it. But you are looking for VIX. I want to see VIX at 30 or close to it. For a real center rally after Christmas, for me to see 478, I need to see VIX at 30 or close to it. So my assumption is that we get to 465. I'll do Bill for you guys next. My assumption is that we do 465, 470. We pull back on a grander scale. I think we hit 465, 470. Then we pull back for a run to 478 after Christmas into the new year. Well, that's what it's showing. That's at least what everything's showing. Okay, what are we looking for here? You guys want to see what the... Yeah, Bill is kind of one of those things where it's just nice and quiet. Bill's a hedge fund favorite. So we're at 255. You see that, right? Is that where we're at? 255? And you can see you've got a minor support here at 254.60. You've got lots of sellers above at 256. Next sell zone's at 257.80, 258. We'll make it even smaller. Tighten it up so we can get a better. This is really what you need to see. Ready? Okay, so you're a buy the dipper on Bill at 240. You're a buy the effing dipper at 230. Your sell, your hedge wall, I think I posted this about Bill last week. I'm not sure, but I think I did. Your hedge wall is at 270. You've got some minor sell zone up here into 270, but we're probably on the high side as a call holder on Bill. If you wanted to long Bill, I would say set an alert for 242. No, I would set an alert at 245, and then an absolute bottom, rock bottom of 230. And I would hold it to 265, 270. What else do you want me to do here? I'll do Tesla right now, and then I'll do Amazon. Tesla, you got Tesla nerds and Apple nerds, and let's do Tesla. You guys know I want to buy Tesla at 750, so don't even be talking to me about buying it now. And there is a ton of buyers on Tesla right now too. I want to warn you guys of this, that actually we have more sellers coming into the market than I've seen in some time, which is interesting. So some of these sellers weren't here yesterday. You guys should be cautious right now with Tesla. Yesterday there weren't many sellers with Tesla. You guys have to be really careful here, okay? You guys listening to me? Yeah, but the bulls are listening. So you've got, so ready? If you're a Tesla bull, you're looking to buy at 880, average down to 870. Now you should see some sort of bounce at 890, but I would be a buyer at 880 for a weekly or a daily play. But dude, there are sellers hiding above here at 920 and 925. This is not good. This isn't good to see. Let's take a look at a closer level. Yeah, so you've got this is the one thing about Tesla you guys need to know is I want to see Tesla at 750, but you're not going to see it because there's so many buyers. Like this stock, everybody loves. Whether it doesn't matter if you love it or not. Everybody loves it. There's always buyers down below. So right here, you can see it, right? It goes from 875 as so your buy zone is 890 to 875. If it goes below 875, you're a seller. Remember that. Right now, the current price is 914.77, but you've got sellers just above at 920 and 925. So it looks to me like sideways. and then consolidate back down to 880 for another rip up to 920. That's what I would expect out of Tesla, unless we get some liquidity in the market. If the market gets liquidity or supply to sell the market, you'll see us go below 870 if we sell the market. You'll see if liquidity comes into the market that we'll break through this 920 and 925, and you guys want to know what the levels are for that? Like, where are the sellers higher? I don't know if I can get the sellers higher today. It's not really moving for me. Bookmaps could be a little bit slow today. But this, I mean, you got sellers at 950 and probably $1,000 above. But you've got some hard resistance today, unlike yesterday. My assumption is everybody bought the dip down here, and now they're selling for profit. And you've got some bag holder class bulls coming into play. You'll be a bag holder up here at 914. It'll consolidate back down to 880, and then it'll force you to buy back in again. You get enough of that happening, and eventually you'll break through and wear out these sellers at 920 to 925. My assumption is that some of these sellers up here at 920 and 925, these guys bought 1,200. If any of you out there are listening to me right now, I told you not to buy that 1,200. Can I check Amazon? Yeah, I can check Amazon. Wait a minute. I'm missing a bunch of tweets in here. Oh, yeah, Palantir. Oh, yeah, Carrie. This is badass software. This is what the hedge funds use, or a lot of them. This is stuff that the hedges use, as the GME apes say. So we'll do Palantir next. No instrument. Let's connect. This is what the hedge funds use. Okay, so let's take a look at Palantir. So where are you a buyer on Palantir right now? You guys are a buyer on Palantir at $18, $17.50, and $17, right? Where are you going to encounter your next level of heavy selling? $25. So ready? Accumulate at 17 to 18. Hold to 25. Yeah, he speaks at 2:30 in the afternoon. Invesco, does this help you out? So you know what your supports and sells are? $17. Buying the dip. Buy the dip on Palantir all day long, $17. Or that's you could make that your stop loss. So 17, let's tell it, anything under 17 is a stop loss, and anything above $25 is a sell for right now. Unless you break through it and then make it support. I'm going to do Snap next. Okay, let me do Snap. Did I miss anybody so far? Oh yeah, I'll do Amazon too. I forgot about Amazon. And subscribe. Okay, let's do Snap. Snap's brutal. You've got hard resist. This is definitely squeezable. 47.50 is a hedge wall. That's not good. Hard support down at $43. Looks like. You've got, but it's dangerous. Snap's dangerous. Like if you sell through 43, right, you will free fall down to at least 40, if not deeper. And you can tell right now that it's being heavily shorted. You can see that it's pinned. It's basically pinned at $45. And even if you get up to 47.50, they're going to push down on you. So if you're a Snap investor, you are looking for a very bullish call order flow. And matter of fact, you can go to the CBEO, CME, or whatever. I think it's the CBEO. You can go to their site. I'll post if you guys can tag me on Twitter later. I can show you how to look for the calls and puts and when they expire on Snap for the next few months, and you can deduce when they will let it up again, when the hedging comes off Snap, so that you can go long or buy longs on it for right after. Heavily shorted still, you can tell. You can see it right here. 45 bucks, wall at 47.50, buyers and support at 44 and 43.50. Do Amazon next. That's a tough one. I've traded Amazon twice, I think, or 3 times now, and I barely broke even. And like I lost 1 or lost 2, then I freaking made 1. I beat 1. I've not been happy with this. I mean, you know what's good on Snap right now would be just buying the stock or buying leaps on Snap until the hedge funds are being real pricks right now in some stocks, and this is one of them. And can it squeeze? Yes. But timing it and draining the money on it squeezing, oof, that's going to be a hard one. Okay, so we're doing Amazon now. Yesterday was a killer buy, right? Was it yesterday, the day before was a killer buy on Amazon? I think I made a post or a video at some point where I was a buyer and we got that low. We got pretty damn low on Amazon. They basically bounced off their channel that they've been in since February of 2021. That was just a few days ago. A day. It was last 1 to 3 trading sessions. It was pretty nice. Yeah, I'll do Apple again. I mean, I think I did. I don't think I've done Apple yet. I'll do Apple and PayPal next, and I'm done for the day. I need to get back and check on my calls and stuff, and make sure I'm not getting burned to the ground. Like every time I do this, I'm panicking. I haven't separated my. I have to. It's weird because like I can't. Well, I guess I could. I could bring up a chart on this computer. Let me bring up a chart. Hang tight here. I need to. While this loads. Amazon's taken some time here to load up. Look at that. Look at that. We bounced, ricocheted right off 46.2. Shocker. How did I know that would happen? Can you guys tell me how I knew we'd ricochet off 46.2? How did I predict that magic? Anybody want to answer that question? How did I predict we were going to 46.2? You guys can see now when I post things to you why I know. How do you know? Okay, so you guys see that? You see we just ricocheted off 46.2 on the SPY. Okay. Take your money and run, Chase. Buy yourself something for Christmas. Take your money and run, Chase. How did you predict it? Okay, so we have major support on Amazon, believe it or not, at 33.84. You are by the dipper at 33.50 currently for day trading it. But you've got some sellers above at 33.90, 3400, 34.25. Now on a larger scale, yeah, this isn't going to show a larger scale, I don't think. But you're basically a buyer at 33.50 and you're a seller at 34.25. That gives you a decent 100-point spread. Right now, there's some pretty damn good support consolidation at 33.84. They are looking to take it up to 3400 minimum, if not 34.25. You're by the dipper all day long right now at 33.50. PayPal, we'll do that one next. PYPL. Shocker. Shocker on SPY. Too funny. Then you got people out there on You got people out there on social media telling you what's going to happen. It's all nonsense. Sometimes it does take longer. Like, you know that you saw what happened with yesterday and Sunday. It wasn't quite what we were expecting. And it took longer for the bounce to happen, but it happened. We didn't burn the market down like we were told was going to happen. We didn't all go crazy short into close yesterday. We went long. And it printed for us today. Again. Sorry, I'm getting salty on this kind of stuff. Hold on a second here. I'm going to get this one wound up. Okay, here you go. What do you need to know about PayPal? Support 180. Buy the dip 175. Buy the effing dip 170. You're selling at 200 and 210. That's a good one, by the way. That one's juicy. It still has some juice left in it. Congratulations on that one, whoever's in that play. There's some decent money that can be made. Yeah, Matt, I agree with you. Based on Papa Joe's tone, we go to 450 or 470 in my opinion. I'm agreeing with that too, Joe or Matt. And there is some news leaking out that he's going to be bullish for the market. Supposedly, as some news story came out, he's going to tell people that they can have free COVID tests and that kind of stuff. I think he's bullish. I think he's going to try to dampen the numbers that are coming out tomorrow on. It's not GDP. Is it GDP? No, it's inflation. I think it's inflation numbers we got coming out tomorrow. We got some. We all know we've got bad numbers. They're gonna either make them look really good, even though we know they're bad, or they're gonna try to dampen the blow today for tomorrow's bad numbers. J-Pow burner account, terrible. Yeah, I thought that, Chase. He was talking about like home test kits. I think he was trying to, and when they released that information prior to the event, it's to soothe the markets. They don't want to disrupt the markets right now. Because if they hadn't released that information, we'd be in some volatility this morning. And we have buybacks today. Matter of fact, we have buybacks. Last day for buybacks is when? I haven't even looked. What's the last date for buybacks? They bought 1.2 billion rapid tests. Oh, is that why we keep seeing the PI? I saw some trades on some COVID stocks recently. Is it possible to check historical data on Bookmap? No. See, Bookmap, that's one of the things about Bookmap is it's very powerful on a daily basis, on a live feed. That's where it shines. There are better programs for. This is more for day trading. This is used often for futures trading, for small time periods. 15 minutes, an hour a day. You're looking for some key supports and key resistances, so that you can trade on much smaller time frames. Yeah. Hold on a second here. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. You guys heard what I said about SPY. Told you guys it'll bounce off 46.2. You're going to look for it to consolidate at 460. And you're going to be buy the dipper at 455. Matt made a great point. Yeah, if Biden says anything fucked up, sorry to swear, but if he says anything fucking stupid, or if he hints that the numbers will be bad tomorrow, if he mentions or breathes, if he doesn't say anything about the numbers coming out tomorrow, then that means they know the numbers are going to look good. That's good for the market. But if he tries to soften the blow on the numbers tomorrow, if he whispers, like farts and says, inflation's transitory, some bullshit like that, that means the numbers are going to be bad tomorrow. So be aware of that as he speaks at 2:30 this afternoon. Yeah, backtesting's better. This is, if you guys want to know right now and this is the key for me. When I'm having a lot of my trading mistakes are made at key moments. Like when we're getting at 460, I want to know, are we going to ricochet? Are we going to eat through? Are we going to 462 and not 460? Is this healthy right now? Right? So that information is what I need to know. Is it a healthy bounce? Is it a healthy ricochet? Are we going to break through support? Are we going to break through resistance? It doesn't matter, but this information that I get tells me a little bit deeper as to how deep we're going to go into a support or resistance, if it's going to hold. Are we actually building a base or not? It's hard to see those things with just traditional candlestick charts. Are we going to start drilling to the core of the earth? Yesterday, that was a big question for us was, are we drilling here or not? And we knew it looked like we were drilling at the open, but then we saw the base being built, so we knew we were going up. I think at 10:43, right at the doji, the exhaustion doji, I said we're gonna squeeze from here. We're going up from this point forward, and all we did was climb from 10:43 in the morning into the open today. So the Bookmap sub, I pay for the pro. I want to say, I don't know what that is every month. That's like 80 or 100, I think. And then the data feeds another $100 or two. And then I pay for the SG overlays. Oh, the data feed, that's for the cash markets, $100. And then if you get all three of the, like the CME, the Wall Street, and then I think it's a European or something, that costs $129. So 2, 3, 400 for the full package per month. But if you were to just do the cash market, then you would, yes, Miro ES cash target is 4666, ultimately 4700, but you will encounter your first resistance at 4666, brother. Look for consolidation and then a move to that number. The Bookmap sub can cost you anywhere from 150 a month to upwards of 500, depending upon what data you're looking for. I don't know when you should close your calls. I don't know when you should buy your calls. I'm trying to give you the information that I get, and then I tell you the trades that I take. Everyone has to put their own risk on, and everyone has to decide when they take profit. If you're asking me, I always like taking profit. I always like taking profit. Yeah, when you see us stab, when you see us, we'll check it again right now. So we'll check the SPY again right now. Whatever instrument if you're trading futures, I recommend Bookmap. If you are trading cash market, then I would recommend that you get the DX feed. Let me see here. Let's bring up SPY. See what's going on. Yeah, you guys. I want you guys to realize that ultimately, you have to put the risk on that you're willing to take. Everyone's risk profile is different. Size-wise, most traders trade with 1%, 3% of their accounts. If you only have $500 and you're only trading 1 to 5% of your account, that's the safe way to trade or to invest, is small, and then grow your accounts. Yeah, Chase, I mean, take the money and run, man. Take the money and run. Enjoy your day off. Take some time for yourself and your family. If you had a good day, you know what you do, Chase, is you take the money and run, and you look at where, so we're in consolidation right now, just so you guys know. Take the money and run and set where you want to buy the market or sell the market. Be like, you know what? If I'm a bear, I'm selling the market at 460. Or I'm a bear, I'm going to sell the market at 470. If you're a bull, you're going to say, okay, I'm taking my profit now, and where do I want to buy back in if I'm a bull? You can see this ice right here at 460. So this is I don't know if you call this for yourself, call this S1. S2 is going to be 455, and S3 is going to be 450 for you at this point. Now the way we're consolidating here at this moment, what I'm looking at here is, dude, 478 might be on the table. Man, this is killing me. No lying. Because you're starting to see this form up here at 468 and 470. But this consolidation that's taking place right now, this is big consolidation. Big consolidation. We ain't leaving here for a while. And I gotta tell you guys right now, the buyers are absorbing the sellers right now. So we could be making some big moves here on the upside. Just a heads up. 470 is not off the table today, and you could be seeing 478 this week. That would blow my face off. I don't want to believe. I wouldn't take that trade as a bull. I think that's FOMO. That's like what bears tell me. When bears tell me we're going down to 400 today, I'm like, beat it. So I wouldn't take that trade, but 470 is reasonable between now and Friday. Y'all should have taken that trade this morning. I told you. That's right, 460, 455, and 450. So what do you do? What do you do, Invesqua? If you're like, I'm gonna commit, let's say we're doing $100 to a trade for this next SPY trade. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take maybe 10 to 20% of that trade at 460. Then you're gonna average into it with another 30%. That'll put you at 40% at 455. And then you would go all in at 450 with another 60%, give you a nice cost or dollar average in, and you could write it up. And that's taking along with risk down to 450. And let's say you miss. Let's say we start running and you buy right here at 460. We start running and you didn't get to invest. Well, you wait for a small pullback down to 460 because we do go up and down on a trend, and then you go all in. Does that make sense? Not all in, but you go in with that $100. And $100 should only be like 1% of your account. You know what I'm saying? If you get $1,000, you shouldn't be trading $1,000 every trade. You guys shouldn't be going in all in on trades. I know you can build an account doing that stuff, but dude, it's so dangerous. And if you're gonna do that stuff, then you wait for a big time bottom and you buy a deep in the money call spread to build your account cheaply and safely. Safety. Yeah, I'm too cheap on my fills. If you guys are building an account with spreads, you can take those winnings. You put half your winnings toward building your account. You take half your winnings to play FDs, play weeklies. Dude, those 470s are going to print stupid if we keep going up here. The sellers are getting wrecked right now, just so you know. Sellers are getting demolished right now. This yellow is important to see. See how we're making our way up to 465 and 466 here. This is becoming another heavy wall. You see this? If this yellow turns into red, it'll get some more severe. These are all shorts up here. You can see some squeezing going on above here as we move forward. This red line here and these green bubbles are just absorbing sellers. This is a bear trap. This looks like a bear trap to me. 100%. We wouldn't be sticking around here for this long if this wasn't a bear trap. This is high danger for bears right now. High danger. And as a bull, you're safe right here. Even if you drop, you're safe. Sellers are being absorbed. They're getting wrecked right now. This is very bullish. Yeah, Tesla looks great. I like Tesla right now for day trades. I just don't like Tesla as an investment right now for me. I think in March I'll get it the cheapest of the year. Yeah, Miro, do not short this. This is no go for shorting. No go right now for shorting. No go. Nothing. So from the bottom yesterday. So yesterday when we opened, it was ugly. And it looked like we were drilling, but we formed a base yesterday at 450. We moved up yesterday, you could see. We 3 times. Once in the overnight, we tagged 4,600. We didn't immediately sell off. In the pre-market, we tagged near 4,600. We didn't immediately sell off. We just made our way to 4,600 the 3rd time, and we're now drilling up right now to higher prices. So all of these things are saying that we're going up. Nothing right now. None of the story right now is that we're going down. We'd have to see liquidity leave. Um, we'd have to see more sellers than buyers. We're just not seeing that right now at this moment. Oh, Jesus, Joe. I'm going to lunch. Matt Kova. YOLO. Too funny. Yeah, the eye has a plan. All right, you guys. If we come into a major pivot, I'll come back on or let you guys know. Any major pivots today. If I see a major pullback at all today, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, good luck to you all trading today. I hope you guys made some money. Jesus, that 470 play. I know it's weird. I sold my FDs, and I didn't rebuy in this morning. I was gonna buy some this morning, and I was like, nah, I'm too cheap. I want to see us go back down and bounce back down for 455 to grab them, and of course we didn't. So I missed that trade. Yeah, shorts are no bueno right now. I want Santa to give us 40 at some point before end of year. It's I want to too. I've got calls for that happening, but I don't want to push them on people because they're very dangerous. Is this a good area to be hedging, or should we wait for a further up move? Oh, that's a great question, Melio. Yeah, this is a good area to hedge. I was talking to people earlier saying that it would be easy to take 455p. But I wouldn't take it at this exact moment. Wait for some of this grinding to end. You want to see the push up to end, right? Which it hasn't just yet. And then I would grab some one date 455Ps, hold them to 455, and then wait for consolidation for the move to 470. But there's your protection. So, but yeah, you can put protection on right now, without a doubt. Right now, the play for protection right now at this moment would be to wait for this grinding to end and for a pullback to be just to start some form of rejection. Let me look on the actual charts, the candlesticks, and take a look. Oh yeah, dude, we're burning through right now. This is gonna get crazy. This is hilarious. So your walls right now are at 464 to 466. We might go right up to 470. This is hilarious. Watching this is hilarious. Couldn't get any funnier. Oh, I'm making money. I'm making money. I'm making some serious money. Yeah, we're murdering it right now. Oh, we're above that, right? We're at 462.28. And you're live with Captain Jim James as we take the market back. We did go through 462. You're seeing heavy resistance here, though. You see how that big yellow above here? This is high volatility. And this is not an expected move right now. I want you all to know this. This is not expected by bears right now. This is not expected by anyone short right now. They're not happy with us being at 462, without a doubt. You could start to scale in and some one-day puts here probably, and I would scale them into 470 and expect some sort of reaction soon. This is getting very volatile, just so you know. And let's see where the buyers are. Oh man, buyers are wrecking the bears right now. The buyers are up 65,000 to 59,000 sells. This could get really. We could squeeze much higher, without a doubt. I gotta look here. Yeah, we're gonna start squeezing. We'll probably squeeze to 466. We might have clear skies to 470 today. Somebody let me know what those 470s are going to be worth if we hit 470 today. Because I know they were rock bottom, dirt cheap. They were worth pennies this morning to all of you out there. Pennies. What are they worth right now? Somebody look them up. Yeah, they did want it pinned. Yeah, they don't like it north of 462. They're angry. See how the map has changed? All that yellow is a sea of angry. Pretty pissed off right now. These are shorts that are pretty pissed off right now. They're doubling, tripling down. They're losing. Just so all of you understand, they are 100% losing right now. What are those for? I want to take a look and see. I want to take a look right now and see what's going on. I want to see, what am I looking for here? Let's see, what are 12, what am I saying here? Okay, you guys ready? So this morning, I alerted at 8 cents on SPY 470s for 1230, right? They went down slightly to 7 cents at one point. They are now at 24 cents. So they are now up, drum roll, 300%. 300%. That's a 300% play posted this morning. Yep. Alerted this morning, 8 cents. They went as low as 7 cents. They're now at 24 cents. So that's more than 300%, right? Right? And I did not buy those. I should have bought those. I thought we were getting more dippage. We didn't get the dip that I wanted. Yeah, we alerted at 8 cents this morning. So they're up 300%. And I'll tell you what, if we go to 470, you know what they're going to be worth? A lot of money. A lot of money. They'll be at like $1 to $2. If we hit it today or tomorrow, they'll be a 1,000% play. I wasn't fucking lying this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Too funny. So that's how you win. Buy spreads, right? Sell calls, sell puts, and then take all your winnings and throw them into FDs. Take 9 tiny cuts, and then you'll get one big one. Oh no! Oh no! So yeah, so we're at 462.26 now. We're just burning the markets. So just so you guys know, this is the market. And you don't fight the market sometimes. This is what's happening. Don't fight the power. And you're seeing this wall being built back here. You see this right here, this 458 to 460? This is leaving behind a wall, a base, you could call it. So we're starting to flip to positive gamma. I want to warn all of you bears out there right now, okay? We are flipping to positive gamma. We were in negative gamma yesterday, and when we start flipping here, they're going to build this thick wall at 4,600, and they're going to base this right here, and this is your rocket ship to 4780 if we can move up from here. If there's no pullback in this area, this is a fair warning that this would be a base that is being built at the moment. Yes. Aha! Adam knows what's up. Hey, Randall. Good afternoon. Cap, how do you track options prices over the day? I tend to find where I think so I do it like the banks do it. The banks do it like this. They're like, they'll say stock is at $100. And they are going to say, well, where do we want it? $80 or $120? And then you think about time, right? They're saying, I think this $100 stock is going to be at 80. Think about time, right? How long will it take to get to that $80? And then think about the swings that it could take, the implied move over that time. Let's say like I think it'll be $80 in 3 months. Well, then think about what the implied move is with all the options out there. It's implied that it'll move so much over a week or a month, and then you're looking for a swing high to take it down to $80. So lots of timing, it's about time, volatility. It's about interest in options. Where's the interest in options? When do they expire? Didn't realize you were on. Look at the wall at 461 now. Yeah, we're building a wall. We're brick by brick building a base right here. This does not bode well for the bearish sentiment at the moment. This is leading very much bullish right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope, Joey, you made some bank, right? And so we called out FDs yesterday. I told you guys I closed the day yesterday with FDs, and I gave you guys a play this morning for FDs at 8 cents for 470s on 12/31. Those are printing right now. I think they're 300, 400%. They should hit 1,000% today. As a matter of fact, if we hit 470, those bad boys will probably print 2,000 or 3,000%. Something stupid like that. They're printing heavy. I know they are. I know they're printing heavy. And wait till you see the premium kicking on them. If the premium kicks on it, like if you get, the thing is, if anyone believes that we're going to 470 at any point today, and you get premium kick on that price, those will go to $1 in a blink of an eye. That'll be a blink of an eye, and there's your 1,000%. Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you guys got a nice play out of me today. That should be worth it alone. That should be worth following me on my handle. You guys got a sexy play from Cappy today. Oh, good question. Where does it close today? It does depend on what Biden says. If the Biden news is good, I think that Matt has it right. We'll probably hit 470 between today and tomorrow. If the Biden news is good, then we would sell down, back down on bad news into Friday, and then we'd move higher. You want to see us hit 470 or 466, 467, and you want to see us sell down maybe to 460, and then make another move to 478 after Christmas. And we could just swing this thing. There's also another thought process. And that's what's being posited is that we could go to straight to 478 and then swing back down even deeper to like 448 or lower, that the swings could get more violent. So we're looking for a bid in the market into January and March to stop that from happening, to stop the wild swings that we have happening right now. More of that call structure came in today, and if you see more of it as we head into the end of the year, it should slow down the violent swings we're having. And hey, Adam, thank you, my brother, for the tip. I appreciate it. Love you guys out there. Thank you, Matt, for spending some time with me as well. You're welcome, Spencer. What I want to tell you guys, though, is this, okay? Please remember to hedge. If you're a bear, remember to call hedge in the bottoms. If you're a bull, we're making our way up and we get all this, euphoria right now. Squeeze off something. Just buy yourself like a month out or a week out 10-cent SPY put. Okay? You can buy like a 10-cent one right now at 462. If we get to 470, add some more 10-cent SPY puts, right? The bottom of the channel right now is 448 or whatever. If we get to 478, add some more SPY puts, because we are still inside of an expanding wedge or expanding megaphone. So please, for love of Pete, protect yourselves on both sides. All right? You guys have a great afternoon. You guys know you got. I'll have more trades for you. We're squeezing, just so you know. I want you guys to know that right now we're squeezing, and we're gonna squeeze probably to four. We could squeeze to 470 today, into the close. It's on the table, just as a heads up. Each Bookmap, please, sir. Oh yeah, ETH. I can't do ETH. I don't have a subscription for it. I only have BTC. I don't pay for the full package for coins for crypto. The only crypto that I get right now is Bitcoin. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm working on. Well, I've been making some videos for you guys, and I just haven't published them yet. I'm gonna put a little package together for you guys. It's all free. I don't charge anything for this stuff, but you're gonna get a package that's got like a chapter 1, chapter 2, and you'll be able to understand what I'm saying to you guys when I'm saying certain things. When I'm saying put a hedge on, I'll explain the best hedges to buy. I'll explain how to make actual money in this market so that you can piss your money away on FDs, how to protect your wealth, how to invest properly, and just basic stuff, real simple stuff. You don't have to make this stuff difficult on yourself. This is a great day, right? This is an ugly day for some people out there. This is an ugly day. How the turntables turn. All right, you guys all have a great day. I'll see. I'm gonna log out here. You guys have a great day. I'll jump back in later. Give me a shout on Twitter if you enjoyed this broadcast today. Let me know what's up. We're gonna do a buy me a beer thing, but I think we're gonna do a Zoom call so we can all talk and hang out and shoot the shit. You know, just enjoy each other's company or whatever. Get to know each other. You guys should all be helping each other out there. If you guys are inside that handle, try to help each other with trades. Try to help each other. If you guys think you have a legit trade, don't hesitate to talk about it. Just make sure it's a sure thing, you know. Make sure you've done your due diligence on it, and help each other out there as traders. It really is retail against banks. It is not bears against bulls. You guys will hear me out there busting bears balls, but I really don't hate bears. I take bear trades all the time. Do not take that shit lighthearted, and if anything, help your fellow man out. Help a fellow rather than just screaming at a bull or screaming at a bear. If they need help.